If you've ever wanted curls that last and that are very low effort, you should start looking into synthetic wig. This is the wig Latisha, and I'm just going to show you how I would typically install it. I usually wear wigs like this glueless, and I start by putting the wig on my head first and then just cutting off the lace. I put it in the center part because that's the part that I want to use, and that's the part I'm going to use this wig in. Already it's looking very beautiful. I comb it out, then I bring it all to the front in 2 equal lengths, and then I cut it at the desired length. I typically use the boob area as my guide, but that's not for everybody. You cut it at the point where it feels right to you. I always have to make sure that they are equal on both sides, and you can see the concentration in my eyes as I try to do this. I'm not always successful. However, I also cut at a slight diagonal, so it's not going to be a perfect like straight blunt cut across. Next thing, I make like a V in the front using hairs that are at the front of the lace front, and then I try to make sure that it is straight on both sides, and then I twist that all together, and then I cut it. I used my chin as guide. That's where I want the hair to fall when I cut it. It's curly, so it's going to be slightly further up than that when it falls, but by the time it comes together, it's not falling exactly at my chin. Also take the hair blade comb and start trimming at the back, specifically because I don't want the back to get too tangled up. With synthetic hair, what you want to avoid is a lot of tangulations, and so on both sides you can see me bringing some of the hair at the back forward and doing a little bit of an extra trim, and that just helps me reduce the volume or the amount of hair that's there, because that then helps in turn reduce the amount of tangling. I do the same thing at the front, but I'm using hair pieces from the back, as you can see, and I'm trying to even them out just a tad bit. This is not a lot of cutting. This is just a tiny little bit of cutting that literally anybody can do. I used the Ruby Kisses foundation shade 15 to color the hair. As I've put it on, I can see that it's still feeling a bit white, so at the edge of the hair where the lace meets the hairline, I'm adding more foundation. However, at that point I am using darker foundation, and that's it. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I've done. That's it. That's all I've done to this hair, and it's looking beautiful. It's looking lush. It's looking like money.